my name is Uli. Today I'm going to talk about the downfall of Boeing's jets. So let's dive into a little bit of the background of the Boeing company. Boeing is one of the world's largest aerospace company in the United States. They are manufacturing commercial airplanes, defense products, and global service. Boeing employs 1,700 employees all across the United States. There was more than 10,000 Boeing jets was built annually. There was 90% of the world cargo carried on board with Boeing planes. And have you ever wondered why there's so many fatal aircraft accidents happen lately, especially with the Boeing aircrafts? And then making you wonder why they're about their air safety nets. According to Boeing statistics from 2013-2022, there were a total of 300 aircraft accidents, and safety is always a priority to and mandatory in the aviation industry. However, with the recent years, there was so many aircraft accidents and fatalities, raising awareness for air traveler. And sadly, there was many of the fatals are attributed to Boeing-made aircraft. These are one of the flight that accident that happened, including Lion Air Flight 610, Ethiopian Flight 302, Alaska Flight 1282, and FedEx Flight 1376. So let's go to one of the first crash. Is Lion Air Flight 610. This flight was on 29 October 2018. The crash site was in 64 kilometers off the coast of the island Java. The model of the Boeing was 737 MAX 8. Unfortunately, there was no survivors. 189 souls were lost to this flight. Probable cause was attributed to the repeated automatic nose down of the horizontal stabilizer, and erroneously indications sent from the MCAS system, maneuvering characteristic augmentation system, a new system introduced to the MAX MAX series aircraft to control the angle of attack. They signaled incorrectly the aircraft to be in a high angle of attack, and this forced the aircraft to nose down, causing lost control and result into catastrophic crash. For this slide, we're gonna go into learn about Ethiopian Flight 302. This happened on March 10, 2019. The crash site was 62 kilometers southeast of Bole International Airport, Ethiopia. The model of the Boeing is 737 MAX 8, the same models with the Lion flight. There was no survivors after the crash. There was 159 first passenger on board, and they were all lost to this flight. The probable cause from the NTSB National Transportation Safety Board, it was from the repeated and uncommanded airplane nose down input to the MCAS system. Again, the MCAS system was making arrows and making the airplane thinking that was a too high angle of attack, and then just pushed the aircraft to nose down, and totally pilot lost control and leading to another catastrophic crash. Alright, so after the accident happened with Lion Air Flight 610 and Ethiopian Flight 302, there's an after effect that the Boeing company has to face, which is the total death of 347 sick people. Their AMCAS system was malfunctioned, which they were introduced to their newest Boeing 737 MAX. There also that Boeing 737 was grounded globally for 20 months. FAA issued an emergency airworthiness after of this accident happened. Boeing has to compensate it to the customer, which is all the airlines, about $1.77 billion. And to the victims of their families, the total cost was compensated cost was about $500 million. So for this slide, we're going to talk about Alaska Flight 1282. This incident happened just this year, the January the 5th, 2024. The airline using Boeing 737 MAX 9. What happened was the mid-exit door, MED plug, blew out while the aircraft cruising at 16,000 feet altitude. And then they have to make an emergency landing to Portland International Airport. There was lucky that there are 0 fatalities. There was 171 passengers on board, 2 flight crews and 4 cabin crews. They all making to land safely. However, there was some minor injuries reported due to the door blew out, and then they have to make the landing without the door. The probable cause from the NTSB is from the pressure controller. The pressure controller light was had illuminated on the 3 previous flights, and then another preliminary finding that was the missing 4 of the secure bolts to the MED plug during the maintenance service, because they found the text message between Boeing employees implying about this incident. Alright, and then after that incident happened, Boeing has to make an initial compensated to Alaska Airlines. The cost will come up into $160 million. Alaska also had to provide each passengers on that flight about $1,500 in cash payment to cover any immediate need or any medical need immediately after the flight. Alaska also had to ground its fleet of B7379 to have more further inspection for their MED plug. FAA also published a safety alert for Operation Stateful for every aircraft every aircraft models have the same MED floor for further inspections. Alright, so for this slide, we're going to talk about the FedEx Flight 1376. The flight incident happened just only last year, the 2023, October 4th. Boeing model was 757236. There was 3 occupants, which is 4 pilots, and then the flight crew members. It happened in the Chattanooga Metropolitan Airport in Tennessee. What happened was the pilot found that the gear disagreed was illuminated to the screen, and they followed the instruction from the handbook and make the emergency landing at the Tennessee airport. And then from the preliminary finding from the NTSB, the main cause of this was the left main landing gear door actual reject port hose was leaking hydraulic fluid. So it's indication that the gear was knocked down and locked, and they have to make the landing without the nose gear. They slightly slid out the departure end of the runway 20, and then there was like a lot of spark happened on the runway while they are landing because there was no landing gear currently. And then they rest about 830 feet beyond of the runway, end of the runway. And then the pilots is follow with the emergency got out, and then they got out all safely. There was no further incident. Alright, so with all the fatals, accident, and incident that I talked about happening in recent years of Boeing manufacturing aircraft, there was some recommendations could possibly help the company overall with the safety of their products. Firstly is the enhanced quality control. Enhanced quality control is very important. It's not just only the quality of the product inside a company. Boeing also using their third company to done their product. So making sure and ensuring that all the products coming from the third company meet their requirements is also a need for the safety nets. Next one is regularly inspect their production line, making sure that all the employees are done the work properly. Also very important as attributing to the safety needs of the product. Next one is invest more in the technological department. Technological is one of the factor that help the company to in the competition of other aerospace company in the United States. Putting more money, more people work in the technologicals not only fix the problem in the past, but also improving and then more ideas in the technology to the aircraft, and then helping the company, the safety net, and also company overall. Last one is ensure an effectiveness in maintenance regulations. Maintenance is always the first thing when the aircraft happened. After the aircraft accident happened, there's always combat maintenance. So ensuring that maintenance regulation for the employees in maintenance department meet the guidelines, meet the quality as well to maintain the service of the aircraft is also helping the safety net to their airline. Airline reputation as well. Alright, thank you for listening to my presentation about the downfall of Boeing. Even though Boeing has made a lot of mistakes about their aircraft accident in the past, it's still a billion-dollar company in the United States. I believe they will thrive again in the future, but however, they must take responsibility and their mistake in order to have a better future. Thank you so much.